Will the ETF approval cause a Bitcoin bull run? Well, it can be yes and it can be no. I'm really going to explain you why. It's very simple. If it's yes, it's simply because it's gonna bring, of course, more people to invest in Bitcoin, really, in the crypto market in general. So it's gonna pump the market. Okay, there are going to be tons of money coming into the market, and it can also be no. Why? Because people, are in crypto simply to avoid banks and government and regulation, stuff like that. And if it starts to get some regulation, well, it's not why people are here, right? So it can also bring us with a nice drop, as it can bring us also with a nice pump, because it can bring us with some more people to invest in, as it can bring us some more people selling that are just going to sell everything because they're not in crypto for this. So that's why you have to really understand that it can push up, it can move down, and so we have to trade the chart. We have to trade what's going on really on the chart. We do not have to bet on it's gonna push up, it's gonna push down. We're going to see this live in the time. And how are we going to be able to trade this ETF announcement? It's simply by reading an order flow. By reading this, you are able to make decisions if you have to take the longs or to take the short trades. You're really going to avoid bad trades. I'm really going to show you a nice example so you can really understand this. But this is really something everyone can learn. It's a bit complex at the very beginning, but again, it's really worth it. Okay, it's made by humans. We are all humans, so everyone can learn this, okay, and can really take advantage of this. And by the way, if you want to get one XOCharts month for absolutely free, you can go here into the giveaway section and click here the button right there, just participate for absolutely free, so you can win one XOCharts month for absolutely free. If you want, by the way, to stay updated on Bitcoin, you can join the Discord server. You have many stuff. For example, here yesterday we was looking for this nice wave 4, this nice wave 5, so we've got a wave 4, and we've got next the wave 5, where I just told everyone, hey, watch out, we have a fake triangle, we can look for a possible fake out here, and some trade traders. We've got the fake out with some trade traders, and we've got this very nice reversal. Everything, of course, live in the time. So yeah, just join this Discord server, you have everything in there, and you of course have some TAs on the ads. But anyway, so now I'm going to show you and explain you why and how, why an order flow is very powerful. Okay, I'm just going to read this to you. Bitcoin ETF approval expected soon. Bidders lose $100 million. Futures tracking crypto markets saw some 155 million in shorts liquidated in the past 24 hours. So it was yesterday normally. You have such news coming like this. Okay, you have 155 million of dollars in shorts liquidated. This is just absolutely huge, and by reading this you could avoid maybe paying in these shorts and get a liquidation, really, simply again once more by reading the order flow. As I said here, this was the top right here was not bearish. Okay, by reading the order flow you can recognize that the top is not bearish and that you have to long the retracement. This was on the lower time frame really, and this was when we was around this was this exact low. Okay, we did broke this range to the upside, and we did got a flip to support. This top was not bearish, and so you take the long trade and you ride this full move to the upside. So by reading an order flow, you are able to make some informed trading decisions. For example, you can see here that we have 13 million of new shorts opening right into the long target. Really, 13 million is absolutely crazy huge. So by reading this, you can really make some informed trading decisions and make some really good investments, such as, for example, the MC strategy. Okay, this is something that is playing so well, like really is absolutely crazy. These are some targets from the order flow and footprint chart, and this is something I'm just giving you the targets, and you can see how well respected these targets are. You're bouncing from the bottom here, you go into the first target, you get a scalp short, you get into the second target, you get a scalp short, you have two targets here, you get a rejection from here, you get a bounce from here, you have only two target span, one above, one below, you reject and you bounce. You have another, you have three targets there, you bounce from the second, the target here, this was something I did next. And you have the two next target there, you bounce from the target again. This is just absolutely crazy. Really, the order flow really is absolutely pure gold. So why I'm showing you this, simply because live in the time, either we push up, either we push down, we don't care. We trade the chart, we trade the reaction. Of course, it's gonna impact our investment. Maybe we have to sell everything, maybe not, it depends. But for this, we have to use Elliott Wave really to determine what's going to happen next. It's very complex what we are having these days with Elliott Wave, simply because we'll have many configurations. If you want really to know more about what we can expect next, I really and highly recommend to go and check out the bullish Elliott Wave count and the bearish Elliott Wave count to really fully understand what I'm going to talk about right now. Okay, so if we're in a bullish count, I'm going to show you really all the different configurations you have to be aware of, so you can really know what we can expect next. Okay, next I'm gonna go through the levels again once more. I know that I'm showing you the levels these days in every daily updates and everything. But this is really the way you can find the strongest support, the strongest resistance, and so you can expect the price to get a possible reversal, such as the top here. This was planned for months, and for example, yesterday we have been able to recognize this possible short trade with this nice ending that we've got on the chart right now. So yeah, so first of all, with the bullish Elliott Wave count, so the bullish Elliott Wave count, you know, we have this possible wave 1, 2, then we have the wave 3, 4, 5. If we have to retrace, you know, for the wave 4 here directly, so to speak, like this, we cannot do it directly. I mean, it's possible that we'll prefer to push higher before to retrace for the wave 4. Why? It's very simple. It's simply because we have the wave 3 that is not 1618 yet. As always, we have only 2% chance to stop on the 120 extension. Now we're in between, so normally if we have to be in this configuration, we normally should go to the 1618 minimum, so to speak. With the 5 waves we have created here, we normally should make something bigger with a wave 1, 2, 3, or 5, another wedge to the upside here, another ending, or a bigger impulsive, and maybe go, you know, for some above targets, really maybe the 200%. Or something like this, before to retrace for the wave 4 and the wave 5. So in that case, this is going to continue the uptrend. This is really in case we continue the uptrend, in case we're really bullish. Okay, this is the first possible configuration, I would say. Now the thing is, if we start retracing from here, what are the waves to the upside here? These are some 5 waves impulsive. Okay, these are some 5 waves impulsive we're having right there. So if we have some 5 waves impulsive and we're still in the bullish plan, in the bullish count, but we still retrace a bit from here, well, what we can take, it's simply a bigger wave 1, 2, and a second wave 1, 2. Really, it's very simple. Of course, we can look for invalidations of this, because we have to play invalidations. It's very simple. For example, you go on the daily or the weekly time frame. If, because here we're going to create with these 5 waves up, okay, a bigger wave 1, a bigger wave 2, so to speak here, bam, a bigger wave 1, a bigger wave 2, before to make a wave 3, 4, 5, and these 5 waves are going to complete this wave 3 here. Okay, the thing is, as always, the wave 2 cannot break the wave 1 route on the real chart, but also on the RSI. So pay attention to the RSI, for example, on a daily or weekly time frame. If we start breaking the wave 1 route with the wave 2 here on the RSI, this isn't valid anymore, and we can simply remove this and look more likely for the bearish wave count. Okay, so now these are the 2 bullish wave count where we're bullish, but we are not going to do some massive big push to the upside. We're just retracing still a bit, to be fair, or going a bit higher, but slowly still. Now the thing is, if we have to do some big green counts, but like really look for really some massive push to the upside, unstoppable stuff, and we just keep pushing higher and higher and higher, reclaim every resistance, just break everything, we just flip everything into support, and bam, boom, come back up really quick. Well, it's very simple. We just have to look for another configuration that is simply the super bullish wave count. That is, we already have really here a wave 1, 2, and as always, yeah, this is something possible. Why? Because we have, for example, here a WXY where the X wave breaks the W root, and this happens normally only in super strong up or down trends. And so if it can be a sign of a super strong move incoming, and more likely normally when you have a WXY like this, a super strong uptrend. So if we're in a super strong uptrend next, I'm not saying we are going to do this, you have to read the order flow really and see what's going on behind the market live in the time. But if we have to be in this, well, it's very simple. We normally should reach minimum with the wave 3 here, this 120 extension. As always, we have only 2% chance to stop here, so normally we should go minimum to the next target. So to speak here, we should go minimum with this wave 3 with a new all-time high around 72,000. If now, of course, we start breaking the way through 1618, we can look for the 200%, then 2618, 3618, 423.16, and if we have to make an extension, we can make an extension. Okay, it's like, for example, we have, you know, the first wave 1, 2 right here. We have the first wave 1, 2. We have the second wave 1, 2, and then we have the massive push up. It's like before, for example, we've got a massive B here, wave 1, 2. We'll have another wave 1, 2, another wave 1, 2 here, and then we get the rise. If you pull the extension tool for the first wave 1, 2 here, we have an extension in this. We go above the 423.6. Okay, if you pull it approximately like this, you can see how we go because the wave 3 top is here. So we go above here already, the 423.6. So we do an extension. So that's why I'm gonna stay realistic. I'm gonna say that we go to the 1618 for in this, but be aware that we can absolutely push a lot higher. Okay, so be prepared for this too. Now these are the different configuration in case we have to push higher at the end. Okay, in case we have to be, so to speak, bullish. It can still bring us with a bit of a retracement, but at the end still be bullish. Now the thing is, if we have to get a massive crash and to get something really massive here to the downside, what we can expect, well, it's very simple. I'm going to show you the different bearish wave count. We can simply look for, first of all, this configuration. Now we are jumping into the correction waves, so it's going to be a bit more complex maybe to understand. If you want to understand a bit more about Elliott Wave, you can go and check out the MOONCHARTS.if website. You have some free courses there waiting for you for absolutely free. So just create an account and sign up for absolutely free, and you will be able to start your learning with Elliott Wave with some basic stuff and a bit more, by the way, than this. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, the first configuration here is, so as always, bigger, bam, double the XY on the higher time frame. If we have to be bearish, we are simply here as the first configuration in a WXY to the upside. As always, a Y leg cannot finish only like this with some sideways impulsive. It's not possible. We have to get a correction into a Y wave. So to speak here, we have to make a bigger ABC zigzag. If we have 5 waves, the only correction possible, if we have 5 waves first, is an ABC zigzag. So here we can get a retracement, a bit of a big retracement, depends really. I'm going to show you the levels next, so you know exactly where you can look for a trade. We're going to get a retracement to make a B wave, and then from here we're going to get another reversal to make a C. Okay, so that's why, as you can see here, it can be, if you remember good here, the wave 1 2 1 2 before to get a massive rise, as it can be here a WXY and an ABC. So we have the same 1 2 1 2, but the last push up here is not going to go that high. That's why we have to use an order flow into the target to see and recognize if we have or not to take the trade more likely. Sometimes, of course, you still have the good data on the order flow, but you get wrecked. But again, it's a lot less than what you would normally do usually, simply because you can see really what's going on behind the market, and so you can make some informed trading decisions, such as, for example, getting not in these liquidations, in these big liquidations, take advantage of the order flow and long this instead of just gambling on the market and shorting this because you bet on only one configuration with a wave. Here you can plan many configurations with the waves and bet on these configurations by trading the targets and by trading the reactions, and you can recognize or not if you have to take the trades more likely. This is pretty crazy. So this is the first configuration. Okay, if now we have to drop directly, for example, the wave 2, you know, for the bullish count, or the B wave, you're getting invalidation. So here's the only invalidation is not if the B wave breaks the A wave route. Sorry, on the RSI it's impossible by using the RSI on this, so we have to go to the 90%, get some counter close in there, or either break the A wave route. If this is happening, well, it's very simple. We just have to take such configuration where it was simply a 5 waves that bring us with an A wave, a B wave correction, and then we have a 5 waves impulsive again, and so that brings us with an ABC zigzag completed. And so from here, well, if it's completed, the correction ABC is completed, it's finishing and completing the X wave of the WX, and now we're going to look for the Y directly to the downside. These are all the different configurations you have to be aware of right now on the higher time frame. So you see, to say yes or no is going to bring us with a bull run, or is going to bring us to a crash. It's impossible to determine this because we don't know what's going to happen, if people are going to sell everything live in the time because they're in crypto to avoid regulations and stuff like that, or if they're going to pump the price, buy more and buy more and buy more and invest more, because it's going to bring more money into the market as there are more ways to invest and new ways really to invest in this. Okay, so yeah, these are the different configurations. Now on a bit of a lower time frame, we can maybe zoom in a bit. Okay, and I can show you here the different configurations we have. First of all, you know, so we've got this nice 5 waves plan yesterday. Okay, so I'm gonna go on the 1 hour, by the way. We've got this nice 5 waves plan yesterday, you know, right here. So we got this nice wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with this nice possible short trade next plan of the highs of the wave 5 here. So we did took the lows here, you can see we did took the lows here for the wave 4, okay, like this. We did took the low here for the wave 4, and we did got the rise for the wave 5. Again, join the Discord server, you have 3 updates there waiting for you for absolutely free. For example, here, as I said, we have the fake triangle here, so watch out for a fake out of this and trap it traders, as you can see here. Fake triangle again, watch out for fake out and trap it traders. And so a few minutes later, bam, an hour, by the way, a bit less than an hour, you have the fake out, you have the trap it traders, and you come back down here. So really, if you want to get free good updates on Bitcoin, let me know time, join this Discord server, it's absolutely free. The thing is now, as we completed possibly these 5 ways, what we can look for. If the 5 ways are done, okay, we can look simply so for the wave 5 to be in directly and look for a reversal, Or, as we like to do this these days, we really like to do this these days, we can look for a possible longer wave 5, and so we have to be aware of a possible bigger wave 1, bigger wave 2 retracement, and then a bigger wave 3, 4, 5. Before to look for the crash directly here and to look directly for only a move down, we have some support here printed, and we have to be aware of some possible long trades all the way down. To make it really easy, you can simply pull the retracement tool from the top to the bottom at the best target, so to speak here, 38.2, 50%, 620, 66%, 7x6, and these are going to be your targets where you can look for a long. Now, if you want to get a bit more confidence, you can use the lower time frame levels, so to speak here. You can look simply, first of all, if we take the lows, if we have to take the lows here, look for a swing fair power of the double bottom here. If there is no swing fair power fail auction, if you want to learn what is this, you can go and check out the website again. Have everything there. If we start breaking this with nothing good for a long on the order flow, no reason to take the long trade. Well, again, you look for the next target, daily with a naked session path control down to the second naked session path control. If again here we just do a big red candle here, just break everything, there is just no reason to take a long, no reaction on this. Bam, next target, swing through pound the lows here with a daily just below, that can give a really good trade. Really good trade. If we start breaking this, next support, weekly level with a swing through pound the low and the daily level, break it again, look for the swing through pound the weekly, and if we this time start breaking this, yes, here we are going to make one more new low and take the lows and get an invalidation for this wave 1 too, okay? But maybe for if you're starting the auto flow and stuff like that, it's a bit complex to look for all these supports, so really maybe just pull the fib like this. And again, by the way, you can pull it from the bottom to the top, the retracement tool. It depends if you reversed your tool or not in your settings. I did reverse my tool, so it's from the top to the bottom, okay? The thing is now, this is in case we'll have to get another push to the upside. You know exactly what we can look for. Really, if we'll have to get the retrace and get a really big push to the upside, well, you know exactly that this is a wave 1, 2, and now we're going to push a lot higher, okay? Now the thing is, if we get one more new high, for example, we do this and this, is it possible? Yes, it is. Why? Simply because the wave 4 can be done here, and we can do still the wave 5 here. As we're in an ending, the wave 4 can break the wave on top. You can see here we break the wave on top. It's possible because this is an ending. As I said yesterday in the daily update, I'm taking here this as an ending, so an ending, the wave 4 can break the wave on top. In an impulsive, it's not possible, but in an ending or a leading, it is. What can be the configuration, really, if we have to make one more new high and bam, come back down? And here in that case, we look for the bigger wave 1, the bigger wave 2. If the wave 2 get nothing good for a long, we look for the bigger crash, and so we look for the wave 5 to be in, okay? It's maybe a bit complex to understand if you're starting with Elliott Wave, so make sure to watch this video a couple of times so you can really understand everything, and go on the website. You have some you have some free course waiting for you, some good course, so go and check this out so you can maybe understand better what I mean right now. Why we can take such configuration? Simply because we do have a possible ABC flat into the wave 4. That's why you have to trade everything based off the reaction. This is the best way you can do. You plan different scenarios, then you just have to trade the targets based off the reaction, and by taking the trade you bet on the different configurations. This is simple as that, really. But anyway, if you want to stay updated, join this Discord server so you can get all the updates live in the time. So here, ABC flat. Why this is something possible? Simply because if you pay attention to the pan here, so the B wave, what retrace the B wave? The B wave retrace between the 105, I mean between the 90% if this is a regular flat, but the way it is an extended or a running flat, it's gonna go past the A wave, but the A wave top here, it's gonna retrace between the 105 and the 23 and 27 with the 13 in between. That is a stock market retracement, by the way. But we'll have more chance to go into the 23 and 27. If you pull the flat targets, when exactly here you can see into the 23 and 27. Now, what can be the C targets? We have the MC extension, so 618, 71, 7x6, then we'll have the 120 extension, then we'll have the 1823, and then we'll have the 1618. Maximum target. If you pull the extension tool, you can see how we go exactly here into the maximum target 1618, and we bounce from here. So this configuration where we can look for a new high like this with the wave, with this configuration where the wave for have an ABC flat, is not valid anymore. If we start going into here, as you can see, the gray level just below, that is the 200%. This is an invalidation of the param. So yeah, this is what we can look for this, because the targets are really well respected, okay? And so we can look for this possible configuration where we make this last push to the upside. People will say, hey, this is really tricky. We have normally now the wave 1, 2, 3, or 5. Why are we taking the highs and coming back down? Well, it's very simple. It's because we can get here an ABC flat that complete the wave 4, and now we look for the wave 5, okay? Again, I'm not saying we are going to do this, but it's possible. So that's why you have to trade the levels based off the reaction, this is the best way to use the waves, really. So you plan different configurations. You normally plan with the scenarios and class them by probabilities, but the problem is these days all the scenarios have the same probability because there are no more rare case or most probable case, because yeah, the waves don't have rare case or stuff like that, and both bullish and bearish case scenarios are absolutely valid. So that's why we cannot just bet on one configuration. It's not possible. Okay, well, maybe you're lucky and you bet on the configuration. In that case, that's pretty cool. But again, yeah, well, you do what you want, whatever you want. But personally, it's better in my opinion to play with the order flow and to really bet on something you can really see behind the market, and you can really where you can really see what's going on. Really, this is in my opinion better. But anyway, you do whatever you want. These are all the different configurations you can get right now on Bitcoin. So it's maybe a bit complex, like I said. So make sure to watch this update a couple of times if you want to stay updated on Bitcoin. Join the Discord server. You can also join me every day except the weekend. By the way, I'm live at 10 a.m. UTC +1 to update Bitcoin, to show you my plan for the day ahead, so you can really get everything. So if you want to stay updated, join these updates. As always, if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications. Thank you as always so much if you take the time to do it. And on this being said, don't forget to go on the Discord server also to get a chance here. We have a giveaway running on the Discord server. You can win 1 MOONCHARTS month for absolutely free. So you can get this tool, this software right here for 1 month for absolutely free. If you want to get a chance, just click this button right here, this Tada emoji button here, and you can win 1 MOONCHARTS month for absolutely free. Anyway, have a brilliant day, take care of you, and catch you all in the next one. Cheers.